Hi everyone. Have you ever wondered what kind of legacy a Hollywood legend leaves behind? We are looking at the moving and captivating story of Charles Bronson, one of the most famous individuals of his day. Although the careful planning of his legacy moved his family to tears, more than just his money is on the line. Listen carefully to the very end of this story because it will move and surprise you. Charles Bronson was an enigmatic character both on and off film. His steely demeanor and iconic roles in iconic films like Death Wish and The Magnificent Seven made him one of Hollywood's harshest actors. Despite his stern demeanor, he was a man who truly cared about his family and their future. He left behind a legacy of love, care, and consideration, in addition to a fortune when he passed away in 2003. Let's start with his incredible career. By birth, Bronson was neither famous nor affluent. In fact, his early years were the exact opposite. Born Charles Buczynski in 1921 to Lithuanian immigrants, Bronson grew up in squalor in Pennsylvania. Because his family was so poor that they couldn't afford clothes, he wore his sister's clothes to school. As a young child, he worked in coal mines to support his family, which helped him establish his work ethic and resilience. Bronson did not immediately become well known. He began his career as a bit part actor in the 1950s. Portraying little roles in motion pictures. He didn't become well known until the 1960s, when he starred in films like The Great Escape and Once Upon a Time in the West. By the 1970s, Bronson had established himself as a genuine star, known for his uncomplicated manner and difficult roles. He became one of Hollywood's top-paid actors, earning millions of dollars per film. But Bronson's tough guy persona on television was a far cry from his actual personality. Bronson was fundamentally a family man. His wife, actress Jill Ireland, who passed very tragically in 1990, had a beautiful and loving connection with him. Thereafter, he married Kim Weeks, who stayed by his side till his passing. Bronson was also a devoted father to 7 children, including 2 from his marriage to Ireland, and several adopted children. Despite his wealth and fame, Bronson always put his family above the splendor and glamour of Hollywood. When Bronson passed away at the age of 81, his family and fans mourned the loss of a true legend. However, nobody anticipated what would happen next. As his will was read, his family discovered the depth of his preparation and the depth of his love. For someone who grew up in poverty, Bronson's estimated estate of $45 million is a staggering amount. His wealth and the care with which he had secured their well-being shocked his family. First, let's talk about how Bronson got so rich. Bronson's acting career undoubtedly contributed to his wealth, but he was also a shrewd businessman. His wise real estate investments resulted in the purchase of houses that increased in value over time. One of his greatest investments was a large home in Vermont, where Bronson and his family enjoyed many joyous occasions away from the limelight. The estate became a symbol of peace and love for the Bronson family. When the will was made public, Bronson gave his wife, Kim Weeks, the estate in Vermont, as well as a special letter. In his letter, he expressed his gratitude for her companionship and consideration as he aged. For Kim, this was more than just a piece of property. It was a moving reminder of their shared life and connection. Bronson has set up trust accounts for his kids to ensure their financial future. But what truly brought them to tears were the personal letters he left for each of them. These letters weren't only about money, they were full of love, wisdom, and cherished memories. Writing about his life's lessons, Bronson counseled his children to prioritize their family, work hard, and have a realistic outlook. Reading their father's letter was like having a final conversation with him, according to one of his children. Because the statements were so genuine and personal, they provided comfort and closure even in the midst of sorrow. As seen by his ability to maintain contact with his family even after his passing, Bronson loved and cared for them. Even more astounding is the fact that Bronson was able to recall the issues he was deeply committed to. He donated a portion of his wealth to charities that support underprivileged kids, the arts, and veterans. Bronson never forgot his humble beginnings, and his altruism showed his love for helping people in need. Since they saw how their father's legacy will continue to transform the world, his family was likewise profoundly moved by this gesture of generosity. However, the story of Bronson's estate was not without its challenges. The size of the fortune led to arguments among extended family members, as is commonly the case with large inheritances. Bronson's close family remained together in spite of everything, honoring his wishes and cherishing the memories he left behind. Examining Charles Bronson's life and impact reveals that he was much more than the grim characters he played in cinema. He was a devoted husband and father who never forgot his roots. The significance of planning for the future and leaving behind more than just material belongings, rather leaving behind values, love, and compassion that will last for many generations, is skillfully emphasized by his story. What can we learn from Charles Bronson's story then? It first instills in us the value of tenacity and diligence. Bronson's journey from a coal miner's kid to a Hollywood star is proof that perseverance can lead to remarkable success. Second, it highlights the importance of family and the thoughtful ways we may show them how much we care. In addition to providing for his family materially, Bronson left them a legacy of wisdom and affection. Finally, his story serves as a reminder that taking care of others is just as important as taking care of ourselves. Bronson's charitable endeavors show that true wealth is about doing good things with what you have, not just having it. Now complete is the incredible story of Charles Bronson's life, fortune, and legacy that brought his family to tears. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and share this video. Please use the comments box below to express your opinions and takeaways from this story. We appreciate you viewing, and remember that the greatest legacy we can leave is the love and care we give to people around us. Be careful, and we'll talk soon.